Hey guys, Anthony, 4B4 Diesel at the Prada Hospital here. We're just going to have a quick look through. We've got a few jobs here for this week. This one I think is injectors, the usual injector replacement, EGR clean, BFE job as well while it's here because it's getting close to 150k. Have a quick look over here. This one, it's done well over 400,000 kilometres. So there's a bit of a misconception about these engines. You know, I see people, they said buy a Toyota, We've got the bonnets up here and, it just won't stop raining here in Melbourne. It's unbelievable. I think everybody on the East Coast at least knows what I mean in Australia. And, hey, let us know in the comments, whereabouts are you in the world? And are you experiencing any weird weather, lots of rain or anything otherwise? Because just curious. But back on the topic for a minute, I just wanted to sort of mention, I read these comments from people that have a bit of trouble with their car and they say, they said buy a Toyota. Okay, so when you brought the Toyota with 300,000 or 400,000 kilometres, did you actually realise that is a lot of kilometres? So don't do they said buy a Toyota when something goes wrong for you at 300,000 kilometres or 400,000 kilometres. And, you don't know what the history is. You don't know if the maintenance has been done. You don't know if the injectors have been replaced. We've been through all this. I'm still surprised when I see this stuff, right? So this is nothing wrong with this one. It runs all right, It's the old Euro 3. It's probably on the original injectors. I think they've been out once, perhaps. Bada bing, whatever, right? So this is going to be injector replacement. So I think we'll do this one first. Let's have a look. Let's see what else we got here. We've got this one here, another 150 Prado. A few leaves up in the gear there. So this one, what's this one? This is injector replacement and EGR clean. Maybe a manifold. He's clean, He's keen. He's keen to get the manifold done. Oh my God, look at the rust down on those nuts there. Can you see in between the hoses there? Got a bit of surface rust here. Okay, so this is the one that lives, I can tell you, it's just a general area. It lives on the, down in the Otway area, down on the coastline. Yeah, has everyone heard of Joanna Beach down near there in Victoria? A lot of people go fishing down there. Good fishing off the beach, apparently. What would I know? I'm not a fisherman, am I? I'm a vehicle technician. But look, I've noticed a few things with this vehicle, like when I open the bonnet, see that rust there? It's a real, as I lifted, I heard the grind, you can see the rust. So this one, because it's near the beach, it's going to need a bit of love as far as, salt spray, salt air. I can already see it's getting to things, you know what I mean? It hasn't, I don't know how long it's been there, but, you can see the rust on these things that don't normally rust, on that area there. So this could be one of those, look down low, there's quite a bit of, it's actually probably one of the worst vehicles. I'm not saying it's really bad, but of the ones we've seen in Victoria, people are going, I've seen heaps worse than that. I get that. But I'm just saying in Victoria for what we see, and it's not that bad, but there's a bit going on. There's a bit, on the back of the, it's a 2010 or something like that. I suppose it's 12 years old. But look, bit of a misconception really. That's what I wanted to sort of say. I mean, people buy these vehicles, they got, what's this got on it? It's only got 180k, right? So 190k, whatever it is. But there's plenty with 300,000 or 400,000 now. Not that long ago, 20 years ago, let's say around about 2000. That was still when people were talking, when a vehicle got 100 or 150,000 k's on it, people were sort of saying, it's getting a bit long in the tooth. It's time to sell it. We better get rid of it before it costs us some money or lets us down or something like that, right? The thing is, bloody raining again. It just doesn't stop, these showers. 1 minute it's sunny, next minute it's showers. Right, so I hope you get my picture. You can't expect, the Toyotas are bloody awesome. Yeah, they said buy a Toyota. But buy one with 100,000 Ks and you might not have to spend some money straight away. Do you know 100,000 Ks is a lot of travelling. That's a lot of engine work to do 100,000 Ks for most people, the way they are in urban traffic these days, stop, start driving, all these cold start cycles. 100,000. 200,000, 300,000. I mean, look, 1,000,000 kilometres is a lot, and these will do that no problem. But you know what? Stop with the, and they said buy a Toyota. It's just ridiculous, to be quite honest, to even talk like that about a vehicle that's done 300,000 or 400,000 k's. A bit of oil going on down here, and it's a bit wet down there. Anyway, okay, what's this one over here? That's this one again, right? Yeah, this is the one that's going to be injectors and BFE. They all look about the same, don't they? Although we'll be looking a bit different, a bit cleaner and running a bit smoother and a bit more of the preventative maintenance in about 3 to 4 days from now, right? Because it's the start of 1 week. And I just want to say at this point, that's a video. Just don't do the oh, they said you should, you know, they said buy a Toyota, right? And you got one at 350,000 Ks, and then, I don't know, you don't know the history. It's got the original injectors, it's got a remap, it's got a tune, it cracks a piston, and you say, oh, they said buy a Toyota. It's just, you're living in a dream world, you know what I mean? You've got to make sure the maintenance is done and not too late, right? And when you have a vehicle that's done 300, 400, 500,000 Ks, and there's plenty of these that do that problem free, but there's hundreds of thousands of them, so you're going to get the odd one. But when you do have problems, don't talk like it's done 30,000 kilometers, because other makes and models, yes, they do. They have problems at 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. Mate, they're cactus by 80,000, 150,000 Ks. Mate, send it to the scrap metal, right? You're buying these vehicles with double those kilometers, and generally they run well and they're still super reliable. So you know what I mean? Get the picture. Look, we've got the sun out again now. This is what I'm talking about. It's just, the weather is just ridiculous. Whereabouts you? What's the weather like? Okay, so look, if you do want to contact, I just want to say, remember I say 3 jobs, we're busy now, right? And I might not be doing the work or all the work, whatever. You know, most of the work, I've got an awesome assistant, right? Johnny, he takes care of most of all this now. The trainer, he's been doing the job the way I want it done for years. Happy days, mate. I can just go blindfold him. I'm going to be, if you're looking for me, I'll be out in the Caribbean or the Caribbean, depends how you say it, depends where you come from. I'm going to go on a Caribbean cruise while he takes care of all the jobs now. No, it's not quite like that. I'm just saying, you know, it's all good, but we're busy here, so you need to contact me Monday morning for any of the parts kits. So yeah, that's right, any of the parts kits, whether it's the injector kit, the BFE kit, or the Prado Hilux front wheel bearings, Prado Hilux BFE, Prado Hilux 1K DFTV injector kits. Text message only from 7:30 a.m. Monday. Let's get it, all the messages wrapped up by about 11 a.m. if we can. That might mean it's 8 a.m. for if you're in WA. And thank you to all the WAs, probably one of our biggest customers, of course, because over there they've got the West Coast tax. You can get the stuff here from the East Coast with a small $30 express post delivery fee that's very reliable. Bada bing, so that's probably why it's very popular. And the sun's really out now, it's nice and bright. And look, suspension Tuesdays, right? So Tuesday morning, 8 a.m, Dobinson suspension, bada bing, you know, if you're for the Prados and that, if you, you know, if you need a kit. There's a price rise, I think. Geez, if we haven't missed it already. What is it now? We're about the middle. It depends when this video comes out. I think there's a price rise at the start of December. So, you know, if you hear this video in any way, shape or form, this is why you should subscribe, turn the bell on. And every now and then I'll put a video into one of our Facebook groups before it's actually released publicly. That's another way you can see videos, by checking out our Facebook groups, right? A lot of awesome groups there, awesome community. A lot of people love it. And I don't know, they seem to think, I don't know, it's getting really bright here. I think I need a pair of sunglasses. Check out that for reflection, would you? I don't know if it reflects for you for the camera. Look, you know, rain 1 minute, sun the next, you know. How are we meant to do this, you know? Put the raincoat on, put the shorts on, put the raincoat back on again. It's a bit of oil down there. Anyway, there'll be a heap of videos probably on these vehicles, or then again, it could get boring because it's just the same old, same old. So I'll probably try and stand by and wait for something out of the ordinary. So if you don't want to miss it, bada bing, hit that subscribe button and you know, turn the bell on so that when the videos come out, because we're going to get a bit random, you know what, I'm sorry, but we're going to miss a few days and we're going to have a lot of really short videos, and we might have some long videos, we might have some boring videos, but there's at least going to be something there that's got a lot of information on what you need, and hopefully a little bit of entertainment somewhere, and information about what we're here and what we're doing, and hopefully something different to the normal, right? And that's what I'm trying to do now. Look at this, you know, we're just, this rusty, this is the, we'll call this the rusty one. So if we refer back to this again, we say, oh, you know, remember the rusty one? No, it's not that bad at all, guys. It's really actually quite good. You can see the aftermarket bracket that was added for the, you know, for the winch thing. Obviously, the quality of that steel was, crap. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? But all the Toyota quality stuff, it really, it sort of, you know, it doesn't do this much. You know, if this must have had a lot of salt spray for it to go like this. Anyway, surely we've got to find something interesting between these 3 vehicles for you to have a look at in some videos during the week. So we'll put a bunch of videos out sooner or later, probably short ones. Bada bing, I might put this video out sooner because I told you in this one about the suspension. Prices get price rise. I think it's about another 5%. Got to tell you, I've been doing Dobinsons for many years, and there was no price rises for many years, and in the last few years, I'll say, I won't put a date on it, it seems like there's a price rise every few months in the last few years. another 5% here, another 3% there, another 8% here, another 5% there. And that's fair enough because there is all so many costs going up. But I was saying, I've never noticed so many price rises. And people ask me why I believe, I'm not going to use the words, there's record inflation. You know, it's pretty obvious really, but I don't know if anybody wants to hear about that. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear about that. I don't think they want me to talk about that. They don't like that. So, you know, they don't like me to talk about too much real information. Even this stuff that helps you guys work on your own vehicles and save money and get it done right the first time. They don't want that. They want you to go and pay some, you know, take it out to all these more money turning, changing hands and whatever. That's what they want. They're not worried about if it gets done right the first time. Cha-ching, cha-ching. They probably want to have you buy some aftermarket accessories that you don't need, like catch cans and extra fuel filters and whatever. Let's just not go there. You need diff breathers over here. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you're with me. Hope you understand. And bada bing. Yeah, we've got some work to do, so we'll get it done and catch you in a few of those videos and later in the week. Have a good one. See ya.